a wagging tail, happy barks, a cozy home, all the little dog could ever dream of, except it vanished one day. 3 months went by and everything came to an abrupt halt. The lively puppy, full of energy, went too far from home and failed to come back. Panic had struck. The family had searched desperately, their voices resonating off the empty space. But there was nothing. Posters were put up on street corners. Social media was dominated by desperate appeals. Every new day was harder than the previous one. The house, where there were once happy barks, now hung in excruciating silence. Hope was a delicate thing. Initially, they held on to it. Perhaps someone had saved him. Perhaps he'd be home soon. But as months turned into weeks, harsh reality crept in. The familiar patter of paws on the floor was now confined to memory. The little girl, the dog's closest companion, would perch on the windowsill and gaze out into the vacant yard. She was not happy because something was amiss. The family attempted to get on with things, but there was always this nagging sense that something was off, something that could not be replaced. But there are miracles in life when we do not expect them. One afternoon, driving down a deserted country road to a family picnic, they saw something. A small, frail creature was huddled on an old sack along the road. Its thin body quivered with each breath, and its fur was matted and dirty. You could see its ribs beneath the dusty coat. It was a pitiful sight. As they slowed, they could sense a change in their hearts. The small dog's stance was somehow familiar. It had its ears slightly hung low, and its eyes were brimming with quiet sadness. The vehicle came to a halt, and the family spilled out. The dog winced, taking a step back, its compact form tensed as if to bolt. It had learned to fear strangers. It had learned that safety came in being cautious. Then, it hesitated. A moment ticked by, then another. The air was heavy with silence. The dog gazed at the faces before it, experiencing various emotions within first confusion, then comprehension. Slowly, its tail wagged slightly in a cautious manner. And then it broke. The small dog made a quivering step ahead. Another. The reluctant tail wagged with increasing speed. And then, as if let loose suddenly, it ran, its frail body trembling, but no longer from fear. The heat, the smell, the presence, it was home. The family greeted their lost friend, feeling the skeleton beneath his coat and noting how his tiny body shuddered with being so very hungry and tired. They quickly fed him, noting how he devoured each mouthful greedily, his thin little body unable to eat as quickly as he wanted. Despite all of it, the fighting months, the solitude, the bitter cold nights of walking his eyes still held love. No rage, no bitterness, just relief. There was laughter and tears all intertwined as they held him. The room and space in their home and heart that was left empty was now full. That day, they learned something valuable. True love never dies. No matter how far apart or how long, those who are destined to be with one another will always find their way back to each other. If this story resonated with your heart, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for other motivating stories of love, miracles, and second chances.